Okay, so you want to run a casino. You imagine the lights first. A massive building glowing against the night sky. Elegant entrances. Luxury carpets. Customers walking through the doors carrying excitement, anticipation, and the hope that their next decision might change their lives. You see rows of slot machines flashing, poker tables surrounded by players, restaurants filled with guests, and money moving constantly through the building. From the outside, it looks like one of the most powerful businesses on earth. You are not selling a physical product that disappears after one purchase. You are creating an environment where customers can return again and again. Every machine, every table, every drink, every hotel room, and every customer interaction appears to generate another opportunity for revenue. The fantasy is simple. You build the casino. People come in. They spend money. You collect the difference. It looks like a money machine. That is the image most people see. But the reality behind the doors is completely different. Because you are not just buying a building full of games. You are buying one of the most expensive, regulated, and financially complex businesses in the world. Before the first customer places a bet, you may already owe millions of dollars. You need property, construction, gaming licenses, security systems, technology, employees, insurance, marketing, compliance teams, surveillance operations, and enough cash reserves to survive periods when customers do not spend as much as expected. The customers see the lights, you see the electricity bill, they see the excitement. You see payroll, taxes, debt payments, maintenance contracts, and regulatory inspections. A casino can generate hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue and still struggle financially if the economics are poorly managed. And that is what makes this business fascinating. Because running a casino is not really about gambling. It is about managing probability, psychology, real estate, hospitality, finance, and risk at an enormous scale. So today, you are going to discover what happens when you become the person behind the casino. How much money do you need to start? Where does the revenue actually come from? What costs quietly destroy profits? What is the hidden business model that makes successful casinos wealthy? And most importantly, after everything is paid, can running a casino actually make you rich? The first thing you need to understand is that there is no single type of casino. Your business model depends heavily on where you operate. A small regional casino might focus on slot machines and local customers. A luxury destination casino might combine gaming with hotels, restaurants, entertainment venues, shopping, and conventions. An online casino operates with completely different economics because it avoids massive property costs, but faces intense competition and regulatory challenges. You could build an independent casino, join a franchise-style partnership, purchase an existing property, or develop a destination resort from the ground up. Each version requires different amounts of capital, but if you are imagining a traditional physical casino, your biggest challenge is not buying machines. Your biggest challenge is gaining permission to operate. Casinos are among the most heavily regulated businesses because governments closely control gambling activity. Before you open your doors, you may need gaming licenses, background investigations, financial disclosures, operational approvals, zoning permissions, security requirements, and ongoing compliance systems. Regulators want to know who owns the casino, where the money comes from, how customers are protected, and whether the operation can be trusted. A normal restaurant can fail because customers dislike the food. A casino can fail before opening because regulators reject the application. And even after approval, you are constantly monitored. You need surveillance systems watching gaming areas. You need procedures preventing fraud. You need trained employees handling money. You need systems tracking transactions. The barrier is not simply money. It is trust. And trust is expensive. If you are enjoying this kind of breakdown, remember that understanding the hidden economics behind businesses can change how you see opportunities everywhere. You may never operate a casino yourself, but learning where money disappears inside a business can help you evaluate companies, investments, and ideas with clearer judgment. Subscribe to Financial Outcomes if you want more financial breakdowns like this. Now let us talk about the money required before you earn your first dollar. Imagine you want to build a medium-sized regional casino. For this example, assume you are developing a property in a competitive market. The first cost is the land. Depending on location, acquiring suitable property could cost millions of dollars. A prime location near major roads, tourist areas, or population centers may cost significantly more. Then comes construction. A casino is not simply a large room with gambling machines. You need gaming floors, restaurants, bars, security facilities, employee areas, storage, technology infrastructure, parking, and possibly hotels or entertainment spaces. Construction costs can easily reach hundreds of millions of dollars for a significant property. Then there are gaming systems. Slot machines can cost thousands of dollars each. Table games require equipment, technology, dealers, and specialized layouts. Cash handling systems, surveillance technology, and cybersecurity infrastructure add additional expenses. You also need professional fees, lawyers, architects, engineers, consultants, compliance specialists, then marketing. Because a casino without customers is just an expensive building filled with machines. You need advertising campaigns, loyalty programs, promotions, partnerships, and events to attract visitors. Then you need working capital. This is the money that keeps the business alive while revenue grows. Many new owners underestimate this. They think opening day is the finish line. It is actually the beginning of the most difficult financial period. You may spend hundreds of millions before a single customer walks through the door. You think you bought a casino. What you actually bought is a financial system that must continuously attract customers, control risk, and convert activity into profit. Now let us look at how the casino actually makes money. The most obvious revenue source is gaming. Slot machines are often the backbone of casino revenue because they require fewer employees compared with table games and can operate continuously. Every spin creates a small statistical advantage for the casino. That advantage is called the house edge. The casino does not need every customer to lose immediately. It simply needs thousands of customers making thousands of decisions over time. The mathematics work in favor of the house. Table games work differently. Games like blackjack, roulette, and baccarat create revenue through the statistical advantage built into the rules. High-value customers can generate enormous amounts of activity because their bets are much larger. But gaming is only part of the story. Modern casinos have become entertainment companies. You earn money from hotels, restaurants, concerts, nightlife, shopping, event spaces, and premium customer experiences. A visitor may arrive for gambling but spend money on a room, dinner, drinks, and entertainment. The casino is designed to increase the total amount each customer spends. And this is where the economics become interesting. Revenue is not the same as profit. A casino may handle billions of dollars in customer bets, but that does not mean the owner keeps billions. The money flowing through games is called gambling volume or handle. The actual casino revenue is the amount retained after paying out winnings. Then you subtract expenses, and those expenses are enormous. Your largest ongoing cost is usually labor. Casinos require thousands of employees in large properties. Dealers, security staff, hospitality workers, managers, technology specialists, marketing teams, compliance employees, customer service representatives. Then you have utilities. A casino operates almost constantly. Lights, air conditioning, machines, hotels, restaurants, kitchens, and technology systems consume massive amounts of energy. Maintenance is another hidden expense. Gaming machines need repairs. Buildings age. Equipment needs replacement. Security is not optional. You need advanced surveillance systems and trained teams protecting customers and the business. Insurance costs are significant. Taxes can also be substantial because many governments apply special taxes to gambling revenue. Then there is debt. Many casinos are built using borrowed money. And debt does not care whether customers had a good month. Your loan payment arrives every month. Here is the part most people miss. The strongest casino businesses are not only gambling businesses, they are customer relationship businesses. The hidden profit center is often the loyalty program. Large casinos collect enormous amounts of customer data. They understand spending patterns, preferences, visit frequency, and customer value. A customer who loses money once is not necessarily valuable. A customer who returns regularly, stays at the hotel, eats at restaurants, attends events, and spends consistently can be far more profitable. Successful casinos use this information to create personalized offers that increase customer retention. The machine gets attention. The customer relationship creates long-term value. If you are building the habit of looking beyond appearances and following where the money actually comes from, you are already thinking differently. Financial Outcomes is a community of people learning to understand businesses beneath the surface. Subscribe and continue building that financial perspective with every breakdown we create. Now let us examine the biggest financial trap. The danger is not always losing customers. It is overbuilding. A casino is a massive fixed-cost business. If you spend too much money creating a luxury property in a market that cannot support enough demand, you can create a beautiful financial problem. The building may look impressive, the machines may be running, the restaurants may be open, but if customer spending is lower than expected, your expenses continue. Revenue falls, debt remains, payroll continues, maintenance cannot stop, marketing costs increase because you need more customers, cash reserves shrink. Eventually, the business that looked unstoppable becomes financially trapped. This is why location matters so much. A great casino in the wrong market can fail. A well-managed casino in the right market can become a financial powerhouse. Now let us build your business. Assume you develop a medium-sized casino property. Your total investment is $150 million. You contribute $50 million of your own capital and borrow $100 million. Your casino includes 500 slot machines, several table games, restaurants, bars, and entertainment space. In a normal year, your property attracts enough customers to generate around $120 million in gaming and hospitality revenue. After paying employee wages, utilities, maintenance, marketing, taxes, insurance, supplies, and debt obligations, your operating expenses consume approximately $90 million. That leaves around $30 million before certain additional costs and taxes. Your personal return depends on how much debt you carry, how much you invested, and how efficiently you operate. A $30 million business result sounds enormous, but remember, you invested $50 million of your own money and accepted significant risk. Your return may be attractive, but it is not effortless wealth. Now imagine a good year. Tourism increases, your loyalty program works. A competitor delays opening nearby. Your entertainment events perform better than expected. Customers spend more per visit. Your revenue rises to $140 million. Because many costs remain relatively stable, your profit does not increase by only $20 million. It could rise significantly more because the extra revenue flows through a business that already has the infrastructure built. This is why successful casinos can become extremely valuable. Scale changes everything. But now imagine the opposite. A bad year arrives. A new competitor opens. Tourism slows. Customers reduce spending. Maintenance problems appear. Labor costs increase. Your revenue falls to $100 million. The casino still looks busy. Customers are still walking through the doors. But your fixed expenses remain. Debt payments continue. Employees still need to be paid. The building still needs maintenance. Your profit could disappear quickly. A casino can be full of people and still have a disappointing financial result. That is the reality many outsiders never see. Before we finish, we are continuing to break down how different businesses actually make money, from the industries everyone sees to the financial systems hidden underneath. If you want to follow this series and discover the economics behind the next business model, subscribe to Financial Outcomes and stay connected with every new breakdown. If you are not ready to subscribe yet, tell us in the comments what this channel would need to prove or improve to earn your subscription. So, can running a casino make you rich? Yes, but not simply because people walk through your doors. The wealth comes from building a system. You need the right location, you need disciplined spending, you need enough capital, you need experienced management, you need strong customer retention, you need to control debt. The people who succeed are not simply lucky gamblers who built a gambling business. They are financial operators who understand probability, hospitality, real estate, and human behavior. The biggest fortunes in the casino industry often come from owning valuable properties, creating strong brands, and building businesses that generate reliable cash flow over decades. The casino floor is only what customers see. Behind it is a machine made of capital, strategy, data, and risk management. The customer sees entertainment. You see the financial architecture that makes the entertainment profitable. This is Financial Outcomes. Follow the money, see the outcome.